Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be continuing down Geordo's route and we're on chapter 4. Chapter 4, Threatening Blockade. No, I don't want to overwrite. I'm gonna load. Actually, I think I'm already there, so. Alright. She looks like she's getting ready for bed. For the time being, the talks are over. We were sent to go to bed, men and women in separate bedrooms. I can hear Sophia, Mary, and Maria sleeping soundly in the beds next to mine. If only we weren't captured by pirates, this would have been a great break from school. Everyone looks miserable. I know this isn't the right place to say it, but it's almost like a pajama party. I'm sure Keith and the others would get upset if I said that, though. I hope we can find out more tomorrow. We don't know what the pirates are after right now, so everyone is full of anxiety. I should try to sleep so I can be ready for tomorrow. That's what I think as I close my eyes. Just gonna have another dream. Light pink walls and a black table. Suddenly I'm in Atsu's room. I see a game controller in my hands. It seems like I'm Atsu again in this dream. I wish I could chat with Atsu. Unfortunately, I can't move or speak. At least I can watch her play. I turn my attention to the TV screen and see what looks like an Otome game. Nice. An Otome game. It's been way too long. Hey, that background looks familiar. Yeah, it looks like a ship. There's the sound of seagulls, a background of a luxurious deck, and behind the dialogue box, a sprite of a hooded woman. The character's name box says question mark. Maybe it's a new character? Just as this races through my mind... That sounds like... This sounds like Katarina. That's so funny. This voice, it can't be... The villainess of fortune lover Katarina Clays. This voice is almost too familiar. It's me, but also not. Katarina Clays is the main antagonist in the Otome game Fortune Lover. Katarina meets her doom in the original game, yet here she is on the TV. Yeah, because this is like the pirate route. What is going on? Why is Katarina on the vacuum laughing menacingly? What game is this, Atsu? Have you already forgotten? I want to reach out and grab her, but Atsu's line of sight is pointed at the table. She grabs the snack from the table. Next to it is the game case and a magazine. The portrait on the case are familiar. It's Geordo and all of the romanceable characters in Fortune Lover. That's funny because on this picture right here, it's like the exact same layout of this game, My Life as a Villainess, except instead of Maria, it's obviously Katarina, but it's just funny. It looks the exact same. I don't remember seeing this illustration, but the logo does say Fortune Lover. Wait, it says Fortune Lover Blue Tail. What's with the subtitle?
Atsu
flips through the magazine to reveal... Aw, I thought they were going to reveal the pirate. The long-awaited fan disc of Fortune Lover. The magazine headlines that a fan disc for the Otome game Fortune Lover has been released. Huh? But aren't the fan disc games usually just after stories following the events of the main game? Why is it on the vinculum? I look at the article and see the pull quote, "Torn from the arms of your lover by a pirate." It seems like the fan disc Blue Tail takes on the theme of blue with two types of bonus stories. First is the series of Marriage After Stories with the theme of something blue. Second is the new incident on the high seas. Pirates and the vinculum appear in this fan disc, so the ominous hook line marks a new chapter of the fortune lover story. Why even bother with a new chapter? Just stick to the super sweet after stories.
続編の代わりにファンディスクが出るってここには書いてあるけど、続編はどんな構想だったんだろう。
Wait, no, never mind. The sequel or the fan disc. What's going on in this scene? Why is Katarina here? I thought she was exiled. Or is this story based on if she was never doomed? This new info sends me into a panic, but Atsuyu, by contrast, calmly turns the page. There, I see another familiar face. This is Silva the pirate? Yep. There is an entire page introducing Silva. This Silva, with an evil grin, looks more cynical than the real one.
それにしてもいくら反響が大きかったからってまさか本当にファンブックに載せたネタをベースにファンディスクで新しい話を作っちゃうとはね。ファン思いって言ったらいいのか、単にスタッフがやりたかっただけなのか。ま、中身が面白ければそれでいいけどね。
Wait, I get it. I remember all about the pirates now. This was in that Atsu dream. I remember the fanbook that Atsu read in my other dream now. That's right, the book mentioned a cut ending where Katarina, en route to exile, is on a ship that's sunk by pirates. Then that means this chapter is based on a rejected plot for another of Katarina Doom ends. Isn't this kind of terrible? This is the fan disc, so even the fans are thirsty for more of the Villainess's blood. And wouldn't that put Maria in danger too, since she's the main character, though maybe it leads to new romantic development. As if that matters. In this fan disc, Katarina comes back, but then... I'm still frozen in shock when I hear Geordo shout and Maria scream from inside the game. Are you sure it's inside the game? Returning to my senses, I see Geordo shielding Maria. I'd love to sit back and enjoy a scene from my beloved Otome, but...
私を追放したあなたたちが幸せになるなんてこと、この私カタリナ・クラエスが許さないわ。やっておしまい。
Oh no, the villainess Katarina Clays is back and worse than ever. Whatever the case, I want her to calm down, as I think that the character art for Silva pops up.
指図してんじゃねえよ。まあ、こいつらを見逃しはしねえけどな。
Is she working with the pirates? Also, I really like that outfit on him.
やったー、やっとイケメン海賊が出てきた。立ち絵も気合入ってるし、やっぱり隠し攻略キャラだよね、きっと。
It's a secret, except for in our game, it's not a secret. Wait, how did we get a romanceable... Wait, how did we get to our romanceable characters? What is this anyway? Are Katarina and Silva on the same side?
おいてめえら、王子様とお嬢ちゃんを捕まえな。
Yep.
Yes, sir!
Yeah, a beefy pirate over there. Silva, the pirate captain, stands there with the vinculum in the background. This is exactly like my own situation. Then that means I'm on the fan disc route. What's going on? Didn't sleep much last night, did we? The following morning, feeling gloomy after waking up, I go to the living room to look out the window. I had a weird dream. The fan disc for Fortune Lover, Geordo and Maria on the vinculum with Silva the pirate, and the villainess Katarina Clays. I want to think that it was just a dream, but something doesn't feel right. Fortune Lover is a popular game, so I'm not surprised that a fan disc is out. I mean, they did come out with a fan book. Oh no, Katarina's doom in that fan book is getting closer. A fan disc is definitely not what I expected. first, I thought this was part of the main story, that the doomed men I've been avoiding was here, but if this is the start of the fan disc story, then it's just as terrible. I've never played a fan disc before, so I'm not sure how I should tackle this. It's a dream. It has to be a dream. Wait, that magazine I saw. I think I saw it before in a dream when I dozed off in the Academy's courtyard. There's a character that looked like Silva on the rejected Doom Ends for Katarina page in the fanbook. If the pirate I saw in the fanbook was Silva, then that means my dreams are giving me hints for the future, and this really is.
Yo, 朝飯持ってきてやったぞ。
He just brings them breakfast. The captain of the pirates is like, here's your breakfast. Oh no, it's Silva. He was just in my dream. I can't help but stare. Silva comes in with a cart full of food. He orders his men to carry them to the table. Hold on, this looks a little different than what I remember from my dream. He isn't making his men do everything despite being the captain, and he brought the food himself. Was he more arrogant in the dream? I think he was more nihilistic, and he had a scarier look. What does that even mean?
ん? 俺の顔そんなに見てどうした? 何かついてるか?
No, you're just very handsome. We can't help but stare. I realized that I'm face to face with Silva. I've never been so close. I've never been close enough to realize how handsome he is. I can't look away. We have the same thought trait here. Wow, his eyelashes are lovely. He looks just as handsome as Keith or Geordo. It's not he. They put an apostrophe S in there. It seems like he put more effort into his attire than before. I recall Atsu saying that he's probably the secret romanceable character.
お? 反応ねえな。何考え込んでんだ?
What are you thinking? We're just admiring you.
いやー、なんというか海賊なのに思ったより日に焼けてないなーとか、服装が部下と違うなーと思って。
It did say pirate minions in the last video. I just noticed it as I was playing it back.
そうか? まあ船長だしな。船の上での面倒事は普段はあいつらにやらせてるんだよ。
I really like Geordo, but I think this guy's gonna be my favorite. I see. Pirates. Pirates, huh? Silva the pirate, as handsome as the other romanceable characters, and the Viculum, the ship the pirates chose to attack. Too many things are connected. This has to be more than a coincidence. Unfortunately, we are probably in the fan disc's timeline now. If we are, then what do I do? I think I saw Katarina on Silva's side, so should I be friends with him? Oh, but hold on. If I become a pirate, I guess that could lead me to my doom. As I agonize over the thought, I feel my arm pulled from behind.
カタリナは僕の婚約者です。僕たちのことには随分詳しい様子でしたし、当然あなたたちなら分かっていますよね。
He's like, back off, man. She's mine.
ジオルド様、どうしたんですか?
He's like, he is taking a little bit too much of an interest in you right now.
どうしたもこうしたもありませんよ。カタリナももう少し警戒心を持ってください。
She might not have self-awareness, but she wasn't thinking anything weird. She was just trying to figure out how to survive.
あなたのすることに口を挟みたくはないのですが、あまり得体の知れない海賊相手に無防備にならないでください。淑女として。
淑女としてな。
Geordo has an intense look on his face, but Silva seems more amused than anything.
ずいぶんとそのお嬢様にご執心だな。って、これは王子様に限らずだったか?
Very perceptive of him.
そうですわね。カタリナ様は大切な親友ですもの。身を案じるのは当然ですわ。
そうですね。姉さんは僕の大切な家族ですから。
Of course, they're playing it off as like loyal people instead of like in love people. Although we are in Geordo's route now, so maybe their feelings change a little bit. I'm not so sure. I know in other Otome games that I play, whenever you go down a certain route, the other character's interest seems to diminish a bit to just like friends based.
ええ。カタリナは僕の婚約者ですから。よからぬ影響を受けないよう身を案じるのは当然でしょう。
Although I'm sure I'm just totally wrong about that too. I'm sure, you know, Keith would be like getting all blushy every time she does something towards him that he finds inappropriate. I'm deeply encouraged by the precious words of my childhood friends. As long as they're by my side, I'll be fine even if we enter the Fandix timeline. Probably.
本当に仲のいいことだ。まあお前らは特にソルシエの中じゃ地位が高い要人の令嬢子息だからな。できるだけご機嫌は取ってやるよ。とりあえずだ。さっさと飯食おうぜ。
You don't have to ask Katarina twice. And just like that, we eat our breakfast.
おいしい。これなんて料理なのかしら。
いや、カタリナ、美味しく食べているのはいいんですが、どうして彼まで同席しているんですか？
Geordo sighs as he glances at Silva happily scarfing down his breakfast. He's just dining with his captives. I mean, what's so odd about that?
別にいいだろ。ほら、毒味役ってやつだよ。俺もまだ朝飯食ってなかったしな。
では、料理に毒が入っていないのは分かりましたので、退出していただけませんか？
I wonder if Geordo's going to be like this in Silva's route, because that would be pretty entertaining. When she starts getting close to Silva, and Geordo's like, off you go now, we don't need you.
んな固いこと言うなって。人数が多い方が楽しいだろう。
Yeah, he's right. I nod as I take a hearty bite. The food does taste better when you're in good company.
姉さん。
Another one that disapproves.
こいつは相変わらずだな。確かにこの料理に問題がないとわかるのはいいのかもしれないが、
なんだか複雑な気分ですわ。
She has mixed feelings about this. She's not against it, which means she doesn't disapprove of Silva being there. My friends are restless. Mary and Sophia steal anxious looks at Silva. See, they're taking sideways glances at him too. I like that this is all so entertaining and exciting so far, but it's going to take a number on my voice, I just know it. Silva's presence just puts them on edge. Well, I do get it. I mean, he's a pirate. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't be relaxing like this. Silva's in the game, and if I befriend him, the doom flag will... Oh, but the meal comes first, right? Look how delicious it is. I decided to think about how to interact with Silva after I finish my breakfast. Oh, this one's good. This tastes good too.
いい食いっぷりだな。ほら、これも食えよ。うまいぞ。
He's like, here, take this food. It's wonderful. Silva lifts the cover of a silver platter in the middle of the table, revealing...
これってもしかして中華まん？
Now I want some steam buns. I accidentally shout when I see the delicious food in front of my eyes. I also notice items that look like soup dumplings and sticky rice dumplings.
中華まんなんだそれは。
違うの？見た目そっくりだけれど。
He's like, what is Chinese?
これは蒸した皮で豚肉を包んだ料理で肉まんじゅうってやつだ。
It mean, how does she not know that?
こいつは異国の本を参考に俺が作ったもんだが。なんだ、お前もこれ知ってるのか？
Oh wow, so this is a foreign cuisine. They have something like Chinese food in this world. Great, this looks so good. I reach out my hand, but Geordo stops me.
カタリナ、好奇心旺盛なのはいいですが、この男が作った料理ですよ。何が入っているか。
He's like, I don't know. And Silva's like, they're delicious, eat them.
んだよ、うまいのに。
He's actually said the word delicious. I see, he knows. Silva grabs the meat dumpling, then takes 1, 2, 3 large bites. He smirks.
ほら、なんともないだろ。毒味役いてよかったじゃねえか。
Oh, really? Are you going to be up by my side now? Geordo is not amused. Look at Katarina's face. She's like, I just want it so bad. The meat juice oozing out of the soft white steamed skin looks so delicious I almost drool. It looks like you are drooling.
ジオルド様、大丈夫そうなので食べていいですか？
She's like, pretty please.
まあ、そうですね。でも、念のために、僕が先に一口食べて確認します。いいですね。
He's like, let me take a bite and then I'll feed you. Wait, Geordo, you're a member of the royal family. You can't be having a stomach ache. Okay, we're going down Geordo's, I guess, happy ending first. I think there's a happy and a good ending. Well, there's a happy end and then there's another end. Okay, there's 3 endings. Actually, there's 4. I guess there's the Katarina Doom end as well, so but we're going to be playing through all of them. Happy ending first, and then if people want to look at the other endings, I'll be doing like a separate video going through all the different endings that is not his happy end. So for the happy end, we're doing wait first. Despite my thoughts, Geordo quickly takes a bite of the meat dumpling and confirms that it isn't poisoned. I should wait for him to finish since he's making sure that it's safe.
確かに問題なさそうですね。カタリナ、食べていいですよ。
Yeah, see? He's going to just feed it to her. That was his plan all along. He's like, if I taste it first, then I have an excuse to give it to her.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ、いただきます。
I take a bite of the meat bun Geordo is eating and notice how warm, delicious, and soft it is. It exceeds my expectations.
おいしい。また。
姉さん、それはそれで問題があるんだけど。
熱々のうちに食べないともったいないわ。キースもほら食べて。
No, not that. You
カタリナ様、では私にもくださいな。
Oh my gosh, they all want an indirect kiss from her. This is terrible.
カタリナ様、私も。
Oh my goodness.
おや皆さん、カタリナのを取り合わなくてもまだお皿にありますよ。
Of course, Geordo ever the diplomat.
私はカタリナ様と半分こしたいのですわ。
I'm sorry, but offering the indirect kiss bun from Geordo originally to Keith was kind of funny.
私もいただきます。
Oh, I knew everyone was hungry. I'm so glad they all look healthy enough to eat. This soup dumpling look-alike is delicious. Oh, I never thought I'd be able to have Chinese-style food in this world. As I happily munch away, I look to my side and see Maria looking a little shy as she eats the chimaki-like food hesitantly. I feel relieved that my friends are finally starting to eat, so I pick away on my food without hesitation.
にしても本当にうまそうに食べるな。思ってた通りすぎるわ。
I'm kind of just sad we didn't get to see Keith's reaction to that. Just as he thought. Don't tell me his first impressions of me is that I look like a girl who eats a lot. It's disgraceful, but... They know something, and I'm just like, when am I going to know? The food is to blame, it's too good, I can't help eating so much. When I reach out for another meat dumpling, I notice my friends are all eating elegantly with forks and knives. Their portions are smaller too. Their classy way of eating makes it look like they are having a fancy full-course dinner. Oh, now I remember that Mother always scolded me for eating everything with my hands. Personally, I think the food tastes better when you eat with your hands.
ほら、次はこれ食うか？
うわー、美味しそう。
Geordo's like, no. Now something that resembles sesame dumplings. Exactly what I wanted. I was just craving some sweets. Silva said that he used a foreign book as reference, right? He really can cook. After I ate everything Silva gave me, Geordo puts his fork and knife down on his plate.
カタリナ、気に入ったのはわかりますが、さすがに朝から食べ過ぎでは？
え？そうですか？
ええ、よく食べるカタリナも魅力的ですが、あまり食べ過ぎても。
Huh? Is he really going to say this right now? Geordo is hesitant to finish his thoughts, bringing me back to my senses, and the maid was complaining about my dresses being tight. I'd be in big trouble if I didn't have anything to wear on the rest of this trip. Wait, didn't I decide that I should get heavier? I think I did, wasn't it, when we... Yep. I remember now. I want to get heavier enough so Geordo can't carry me around like a helpless little princess. I really don't want that again. How embarrassing. I take 2 fistfuls of sesame dumplings and devour them gleefully. Wow.
この流れでどうしてさらに食べるんですか？
いえ、ちょっと初心を思い出しまして。
Wow.
どんな初心ですか？とにかくあまり食べ過ぎるとですね。
Talk about your stomach ache, not that you'll get fat.
大丈夫です、ジオルド様。私、今度はジオルド様が持ち上げられないくらい重く丸くなろうと思ってますので。
I mean, there's not very many women that want that.
え？
In that moment, for some reason, there is an awkward silence in the room.
そうでしたわ。あんな抜け書きされていたんでした。
She sounds so mad.
しかしこいつがまさかあれを覚えてるとはな。
Why would she not remember that?
それでその思考に至るなんて、姉さんらしいというか、なんというか。
なんだそりゃ。つうか重く丸くなるって本当に変わった令状だな、お前は。面白いし、ますます気に入ったわ。
That's funny. He's like, you want to get bigger? I like you.
カタリナ、その考えはさすがに婚約者として僕も心配なのですが。
I can't believe she just told them why.
婚約者としてね
え。ええ、彼女は僕の婚約者ですので気遣うのは当然でしょ
にしちゃ余裕がねえみてえだな。
そうでしょうか。
さあカタリナ様、こちらをお食べください。
You would think as a woman, as, I don't know, as just a woman that Mary would be against this too, but she's like helping her because it's like, don't you care about your figure or something like that?
きっと丸いカタリナ様も素敵ですわ。私の食事もぜひ食べてください。
Okay.
ま、姉さんはどんな姿になっても姉さんだからね。
はい、どんなカタリナ様でも私はずっと期待しております。
As a lady who is not skinny myself, I would not be encouraging it. I'm on your side, Geordo.
お前以外は気にしないみたいだが。
それはもちろんカタリナは丸くても愛らしいとは思いますが、カタリナ、そんなに僕に抱き上げられるのは嫌だったのですか？
Yeah, it's not that he cares what she looks like. He's like, he's hurt that she doesn't want to be carried by him.
いや、まあ。
I didn't necessarily hate it, but you know, how should I say this? I suddenly remember how close Geordo's face was and his nice scent, and I feel embarrassed again. Oh no, don't remember that now, Katerina. I scrambled to find the right words as Geordo stares at me, waiting.
いや、その、嫌ではなかったです。恥ずかしかっただけで。
At least she was honest.
その答えを聞いて安心しました。
Oh, he's so happy.
でしたらどんなあなたでもこの腕でいつでも持ち上げられるよう鍛えることにしますよ。
That's funny. He's like, well, if you're gonna get bigger, my arms will get bigger.
ああ、もちろん定期的に成果を確認するためにお付き合いいただけますよね、カタリナ。
He's like, of course, I'll have to take regularly checks to make sure it's working.
成果？
大丈夫です。きっとすぐに慣れますよ。
Geordo let out a scream, scheming a giggle. We got a scenario. Let's go play it. Pride. On Katerina's 9th birthday, her first since our acquaintance, she had an unexpected reply to the necklace I had selected for her birthday gift.
いえ、そんな高価なものは申し訳ないのでいただけません。
は？
The reaction was so far from expectation that I was barely able to contain my surprise. I presented it again with a smile.
いえ、僕はカタリナの誕生日の贈り物にこちらのネックレスを渡したいと思っただけなのですが。
いや、ですがそんな高価なものは身につけているとやはり落ち着かなそうなので。
In this way, Katerina humbly declined my present. Frankly, it was a reaction I never even imagined. Katerina is the daughter of a duke and I am a prince. If anything, as a gift from the third prince to his fiancée, a daughter of a duke, I was prepared to give her something even more grandiose than a simple necklace. But instead, she rejected it for being too expensive. My worldview was shattered.
とにかくそんなにお気遣いいただかなくて大丈夫です。私は今あるもので十分満足していますので。
ですが、カタリナは僕の婚約者です。ぜひ誕生日には何か贈り物をさせていただきたいのですが。
I understand not wanting to accept something so expensive, but it's within it's within his reach to be able to give her something this expensive. Like, I have a hard time accepting expensive gifts too, but at the same time, I don't want to offend the person trying to give it to me. When I persisted, Katerina put her hand on her chin as if deep in thought. She considered thoroughly and then finally responded. Again, my expectations were thoroughly annihilated.
あ、ならスイカの苗をください。
It's something so simple.
スイカ
I was afraid I might have misheard her, so I repeated her words.
その今スイカと言いましたか？あのフルーツの。
我が畑にもそろそろフルーツが欲しいと思っていたので。
In contrast to my baffled shock, Katerina looked at me with stars in her eyes. I knew well enough that Katerina was different from the other noble girls. She climbed trees and plowed farms. Nevertheless, I had not foreseen her asking for watermelon seeds as a birthday gift. To be honest, as her fiancé, I had wished to present her with a lovely accessory. Even now, I think that would be best. But her bright eyes and brighter smile blew my personal misgivings away. It was clear how much she wanted them. In the end, I gifted her the requested watermelon seeds. A few months later, I arrived at the Clay's estate after receiving Katerina's invitation to a harvest festival. I was told she was already in the fields. When I arrived, I found her grinning, holding a large watermelon.
ジオルド様、おかげでスイカが無事収穫できました。
It seems the seedlings grew quickly and without inconvenience. That day, the fruit was ripe enough for harvest. I recalled how her desire for the seedlings was plain from her smile that day that she asked me for them. But I had never expected she would grow them herself. I almost burst out laughing at the sight and realization together.
無事に育ったようでよかったです。
ということで、どうぞお裾分けです。
ありがとうございます。
I received the watermelon from a proud-looking Katerina. However, the watermelon was heavier than I thought and I nearly dropped it. I planted my feet firmly and held the fruit tight so I wouldn't drop it by accident.
スイカってこんなに重たいのか。いや、それより。
I was shocked that Katerina had been holding it like it was nothing. I could not bear to show my beloved fiancé that I was struggling with the weight.
ありがとうございます。とても美味しそうですね。
I smiled nonchalantly, the watermelon in my arms. Katerina seemed to be fooled. She nodded with pride.
そうでしょう。毎日手塩にかけて育ててましたから。これもジオルド様がスイカの苗をくださったからです。ありがとう。
お役に立てたようでよかったです。
I accidentally played it too quickly, sorry. I spoke through gritted teeth, a cold sweat dripping down my brow. I was worried I might drop it at any second. This fruit was significantly larger than my whole head. And heavy as it was, I thought it far too much for a 9-year-old child to bear.
では、せっかくですし、収穫したてのスイカをいただいてもいいですか？
I suggested as my arms were fast approaching their limit. Katerina's face brightened at that suggestion.
ぜひそうしましょう。では、すぐに切り分けますね。
Katerina suddenly took out the kitchen knife. Perhaps she had intended to cut it right here. The maid, concerned over her dangerous actions, ran over and took the watermelon. I struggled to conceal my sigh of relief as I was freed from the weight.
カタリナは毎日あんなものを持ち上げたりしているのか。
The melons were not the only weighty-looking plants growing on her farm. Furthermore, the fertilizer she used regularly looked far too heavy for any young girl's arms. But for her to work with such heavy tools on a daily basis, it is little wonder she had no trouble with the watermelon. I knew that Katerina was more athletic and healthier than the other ladies, but this watermelon stirred my blood. I wanted to be able to carry anything she can. Eventually, the watermelon was taken to the reception room and cut artfully by the cook. Katerina turned it to me proudly when she saw the prepared plate of fruit.
ではジオルド様、取れたてのスイカを食べましょう。
ええ、いただきます。
おいしい。
I took a bite of one of the watermelon slices while I watched Katerina munching happily away. It was delicious as she was the one who day by day cared for and then harvested this fruit.
カタリナにはどうあっても叶いそうにないな。
First of all, I would never have considered starting a farm to commune with the earth, nor would I have ever thought that a lady might prefer watermelon seeds to a necklace. But all of that said, it was difficult to accept that my fiancé could carry a watermelon much more easily than I.
明日からは鍛錬を増やすか。
That's funny. That's why was becoming stronger so he can carry big stuff. I ate the watermelon and thought of ways to keep my plans a secret from Alan. Thus, I began to train twice as hard as I used to. To this day, not a single soul knows my secrets. Which is why he could carry you. And if you get bigger, he'll just train harder and carry you still. What was that laugh? It didn't seem like he was angry, and it was kind of frightening.
お付き合いいただけますよね、カタリナ。だって僕たちは婚約者なのですから。
She's like pouting over there. I start sweating under the pressure. I could see the desperation in the eyes of Keith and Mary for me to say no. Oh no. What should I do? Should I? In that moment, I hear Silva clap his hands and stand up.
ま、血は喧嘩もその辺にしておけよ。
そもそもの元凶であるあなたが言わないでいただけますか？
人のせいにするなよ、王子様。別に悪気はねえんだ。それに、気のせいじゃなきゃ、婚約者っていう割にはどうも一方通行に見えるんだが。
Uh-oh. He's gonna start throwing a wrench in their romance. Well, judging by George's reaction, he senses it too. He just plays like he doesn't. Caught off guard by Silva's comment, Geordo immediately stands up. Even though we're almost done, it isn't like Geordo to suddenly stand up like this during a meal. He's usually elegant and classy.
とにかく食事は終わりました。さっさと部屋を出て行ったらどうですか？
Wow, Silva really ruffles Geordo's feathers, doesn't he?
いいよ。今日は見張りとしてここにいることにする。
なぜあなたのような立場の人が？
そりゃ、お前らの面倒は部下には荷が重いからに決まってるだろう。なんたって見張りどもを気絶させた前科があるんだ。
Yeah, we have knocked out a few cards.
昨日みたいに暴走されると、それなりに面倒なんでな。野放しにはできないってわけだ。おう、やるか？だが俺は、あんな貧弱な下っ端どもとは違うぜ。俺ならお前らが魔法を発動する前に封じてやる。どうこうしようったって無駄だ。
ずいぶんな自信ですね。
We're going to have a duel now.
そりゃお坊ちゃんどもとは住んでる世界が違うんでな。それとも白暗の悪魔って呼ばれてる実力、体感しとくか。
I want to see. Silva cracks his knuckles and grins. His eyes are so vicious that Geordo holds his tongue.
結構です。どうせ逃げ場のない船の上ですから。
賢明な判断だな。
Silver relaxes his body and leans against the wall next door. And just like that, we're forced to live under Silva's watchful eye. You just got to stay in the room, that's funny. I'm so tired. We go back to our rooms and relax on our beds after dinner.
まったく、あのシルバとかいう海賊は一体何なんですの？ずっと同じ部屋にいて監視するだなんて。さすがに一日中一緒というのは気詰まりでしたね。夜になってようやく寝室に入れましたが。
はい、今も隣の部屋にいらっしゃいますし、警戒されていますね。
Must feel weird to have the pirate like sleep in your room with you too. Well, we did knock out a couple of his men the other night, so since I was there at the time and witnessed it, I can't blame Silva for not trusting us. Being watched all day is tiring though.
でもこうして4人で一緒に寝られるのは少し嬉しいわ。
カタリナ様、もちろん私もですわ。カタリナ様とこうして一緒に寝られて。
私もこんな時にカタリナ様のおそばにいられて嬉しいです。
Oh, I'm so glad my girls are with me. I'm still worried about when the fan disc timeline starts, but seeing the faces of my precious friends brings me some comfort. We lie down on the bed and say things like, let's hold hands while we sleep tonight. Alright, Geordo's point of view.
あっちはなんだか賑やかだな。
Can he hear them? We sigh together whilst hearing the cheerful voices coming from the other bedroom.
カタリナがいますからね。何ですかニコル、その目線は。
いや、ジオルドはもう少し素直になった方がいいと思っている。特にカタリナに対して。
Well, at least someone thinks so. He does tell her all the time how much he means to her, but it's more like it's beginning to be a repetition. It's like a natural response to some of the things, and he needs to start being more unique with how he talks to her, I guess.
僕はいつもカタリナに対して素直な気持ちでいますが。
だが、思っていることのいくらも口にはしていないだろう。
Yeah, he hasn't said the words I love you yet. Nicole is right. I haven't confessed my feelings for Katarina yet. But how can I? How can I confess my feelings to someone who will probably never reciprocate them?
カタリナが僕をもっと異性として認識してくれたらとは思うものの。
That's so cute. Earlier, she was casually walking around the living room in a daze after brushing her teeth. It's an obvious sign that she does not view any of us as potential romantic partners.
カタリナのことだ。そう簡単に異性を異性として意識したりはしないだろうが。
I know, she's too worried about not dooming herself. But what if she fell in love with someone else? Oh, it's so heartbreaking to hear. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Because it's going to be like that in every other route where she falls in love with someone else. This is not the time to be thinking about this. Our top priority is to find a way to call for help and return to Sorcière as soon as possible.
それより、ようやく監視の目が遠のいたのですから、これからすべきことを話しましょう。
Well, I guess that's good that he's not sleeping in their rooms. I mean, that'd be kind of awkward that your captive is not your captive, but your capturer is sleeping in your room.
ま、それが一番だな。
せめてこの船がどこへ向かっているかが分かればいいんですが。
ああ、今日風の魔力で集めた情報では、こちらの思う以上に海賊の数が多いかもしれない。下手な抵抗はかえって危険だ。
そうですね。 クイードの人たちがどこにいるかもわからないですし。
ソルシエ船籍の船で犠牲だけは出したくない。なるべく穏便に事を進めたいところだが、海賊たちの目的が見えないのが問題だな。
They are oddly thoughtful and haven't stolen anything from us. Those facts seem quite strange.
それにあのシルバとかいう男、白暗の悪魔。
I have heard rumors about the Demon of the Fog numerous times at business meetings and parties. He is a cunning pirate who leads the waste pirates that attack Quidian merchant ships. I heard Rear Admiral Frederick Erson of Quid had experienced many hardships against them. They're going to be a tough opponent, so we must first uncover their motives.
とはいえ簡単に尻尾はつかませてくれそうにないな。
Do they want money for ransom, or are they just going to sell us somewhere, or... We don't know what they're scheming, but it's difficult to take a course of action.
それでもできることだけはやらないといけない。ではまずこの船の構造を把握するために、乗船前に聞いていた情報や乗船後見られた範囲で分かっていることを聞いておきたいのですが。
Oh no, Keith, what's wrong?
キース、
Motion sickness?
いえ、何でもありません。船の構造ですよね。僕は急な参加だったのであまり詳しくはないんですが。
とにかく知っている情報をすり合わせよう。仕事で見て回った範囲では。
I share information with Nicole, Alan, and Keith as we discuss our course of action going forward. However, I cannot shake my strange anxieties. I listen to Katerina and her friends talking in the bedroom across the living room and feel that I might lose my temper. Oh no. Temper? You're gonna get mad? Like, Geordo's never mad.
よう、朝食を運んできてやったぜ。
He's back! Geordo and Mary frown when they see Silva bringing us breakfast again.
またあなたですか。海賊の船長というのは随分と暇なのですね。
I know, right?
んだよ、忙しい中来てやってんじゃねえか。お前らが暴れてないか気になるだろう。
I might riot.
暴れるように見えますか。
初日の態度を見てるよな。ほら、飯食うぞ。
Silva sets up the table and is the first to sit. It seems like he is going to eat with us again. The stars. Wow, today's breakfast looks just as great as yesterday's. As I begin to sit down, Geordo pulls my arm to sit next to him instead.
ではカタリナ、いただきましょうか。
I didn't see his mouth move during that. It's funny, he's like, no. I'm going to separate you. Huh? What was that for? He doesn't want you being wooed by the food. The butter is in front of Geordo's seat, so maybe he just wants to sit close to it. Geordo's weird behavior confuses me, but it's time to eat some breakfast.
おいしい。
Aww. It feels like the third wheel in this. She's like, the food is good, and Silva's like, I brought the food.
本当に子供っぽい王子様だな。
He was totally called out.
それはまあ否定はしないけどな。
Of course, his fiance is not, you know, praising anything that he's done. He's just...
アラン、何か言いましたか。
いや、なんでもない。
No. Wait, what? Keith isn't eating. I wonder if he isn't hungry. No, he's probably seasick again.
キス、大丈夫？
大丈夫だよ。
He needs some nausea medicine. Keith takes a spoonful of soup to his mouth. He seems slightly troubled. I'm relieved to see my brother finally eat, so I continue to eat the bread I'm holding. This bread is delicious. Oh, I bet it'll be better with jam. Where's the jam?
なんだこれを探してるのか
Wow, Silva's gonna drive a really big stake in between them.
そうそう。ありがとうシルバー。
カタリナ、あなたも淑女なのですから、食事中に席を立ってはいけませんよ。必要なものは僕が取りますから。
Just as Geordo says that he takes the bottle of jam from Silva and hands it to me. Oh. Now I remember being scolded in my previous life for leaning over to grab the soy sauce dispenser from far away.
ありがとうございます、ジオルド様。
随分とマナーに厳しい王子様だな。
当然のことですよ。それよりシルバー、朝食くらいゆっくりと取らせてもらえないでしょうか。
おいおい、そう邪険にするなって。
邪険にもしますわ。内緒話もしづらいですし、本当に迷惑です。
まさかここまで監視が強化されるとは思ってもいませんでしたよ。
They're right. It's unsettling to have him around all the time. Still, he prepares us great meals, so he doesn't seem so bad. After seeing him like this every day, he doesn't strike me as a bad person. He's almost like a big brother. I can't imagine him being cruel. Well, don't say that. I mean, Geordo will be even more upset. Also, if Atsu's words are right, he's supposed to be the secret romanceable character. Atsu has played tons of Atomi games before, so I think she was right about that. Would a romanceable character of an Atomi game do something criminally bad? Oh, but if he's a secret romanceable character, then it might be difficult to win him over. Wait, first of all, which route are we in? You're in Geordo's route. Without thinking, I glance over at Maria, who is sitting next to Silva. At that moment, she looks over at me. When our eyes meet, Maria looks bewildered for a moment. Her face slowly turns red and she smiles shyly, or slyly. Wow, Maria is as cute as always, but she doesn't have her eyes set on anyone special yet, does she? At this rate, I will never know who she's after. She doesn't seem to have a chance with Geordo or Keith. Huh? Hold on a second. What if Maria was looking at Geordo's, who's sitting next to me when our eyes met each other's? When I glanced at Geordo sitting next to me, it seemed like he was looking at Maria too. Oh my goodness. Does that mean they fancy each other? How could he be looking at Maria? He's very upset right now. He wasn't giving her lovey eyes.
んだよ、そんな睨むなって。
She is way overthinking this. Oh, but Maria sat next to Silva, didn't she? Doesn't that mean there's a possibility that a romance flag is set in that direction? I can't figure out Maria's love interest. Don't worry about hers, worry about yours. Maria is such a charming girl, even to me, another girl. If I were a guy, I would be madly in love with her. If this is the fandom timeline, then the protagonist Maria should fall in love here. And if that's a possibility, I have to keep a sharp eye out, because that would directly affect Katarina's doom. Question Geordo.
ジオルド様ってマリアのことをどう思っていますか？
Isn't that such a weird question to ask all of a sudden? I timidly whisper to Geordo and he makes a dubious face.
急にどうしたんですか？
I know, it's so random.
いやー、マリアっていい子だなって思って。
そうですね。確かにいい子だと思いますが、 僕にとってはカタリナの枠にはまらないところが魅力的に感じますし素敵だと思っていますよ。
He just turns it right back around on you. He says she's kind. Yes, of course, even Geordo thinks that Maria is kind. I remember having a difficult time making Geordo fall in love with Maria. I'm sure he likes her a lot if he says that she's kind. Hold on. If that's the case, then if they fall in love, then Katerina Calais, his fiancée, will be a nuisance, and then Geordo will... Oh no. I have to tell him that I'm completely fine with him breaking off our engagement anytime.
カタリナ、聞いていますか？僕が聞いてほしいのはカタリナへの話なのですが。
全く聞こえていないみたいだな。
カタリナ、またですか。
He sounds so hurt. Yep, she's oblivious.
まあいつも通りですね。
However, even if I know how the guys feel about her, what is most important is Maria's feelings towards them. This is all going through her head while they're trying to talk to her. I take another bite of my bread and decide to ask her later when...
失礼します。
Uh-oh, sounds important.
頭、ご報告が。
ああ、外で聞く。
Silva glances over at us and stands up to leave the room, but just then... Oh. Silva puts his hand against the wall. He looks lightheaded.
大丈夫？
おああ、なんともねえよ。ちょっと寝不足なだけだ。
So Silva collects himself for a moment, then heads for the door. His face looks pale as he leaves. Oops.
本当に大丈夫なのかしら？
Oh, he's like, why are you worried about him? You can feel her slipping away.
それにしても、さっき呼びに来た海賊たちは妙に焦った様子だったが、何かあったのか？
かもしれませんわね。何の報告なのか聞ければ状況がわかるかもしれません。
Oh, they're right. If we can eavesdrop on their conversation, we might find out what kind of situation we're in. I inhale my bread and run to the door. I thought she was going to say breath, but it was bread. I squat down and stick my ear to the door, which leads to the gallery. Oh no, I can't hear anything. What about the wind magic?
カタリナ、そんなことをしなくても。
風の魔力で声を拾ってみよう。
There you go.
いや、ダメだ。扉の前から移動してしまったようだな。魔法の有効範囲を広げてみるが、焦点が絞れないことには精度も落ちる。シルバたちの位置を捉えるのに時間がかかれば、話を拾うことは難しいかもしれない。
そうですか。それでもお願いできますか？
ああ、構わない。
Nicole uses his magic to locate the pirates. However, even after some time passes, we can't get any information. So for now, we can only discuss what we think their motives are.
結局、結論は出ませんでしたね。
ああ。
あり得る可能性としては、人身売買か、身代金の要求ぐらいだが。
それにしては、利己的には見えないんですよね。金目的にしては矛盾があると言いますか。
せめて向かっている方角が分かればいいんだがな。
I mean, you guys have windows right there, right? You can just look outside and maybe see where you're going. We looked at each other and sighed, and then
よう、おとなしくしてたか？
he's back. We looked back at the same time when we heard Silva's voice. He's back with his men.
なんだ？秘密の作戦会議ってか？まあ好きなだけ考えてくれ。まあこのバイス海賊団の白暗の悪魔から逃げられるとは思わない方がいいけどな。
あなたたちの目的は一体何なのですか？
Whoa, that was straightforward. Silva shrugs when he sees Geordo's sharp glance.
さあな。お望みなら何でも言ってやるぜ。ま、それが真実とも限らねえけどな。
The mood always gets pretty bad every time these two meet. I know it can't be helped because he's a pirate, but Geordo's been very wary this entire time. But if my dream is correct, then Silva is another romanceable character, right? That means he should fall in love with the protagonist Maria. If so, he can't be too bad of a person. No, wait. Silva and Katarina were villains, plotting together as a team, so if I follow a particular route, we both might be doomed. Unfortunately, I can imagine us being defeated by Geordo and drowning at sea together. Yeah, I think I should definitely tag along with Mary and Sophia. Just as I approach Sophia to get away from Silva, something happens. No. Wow, he's definitely not feeling good. I suddenly hear a loud sound and see Keith with his hands on the desk. Sweat drips down on his face.
キース、どうしたの？
大丈夫だよ姉さん。少しふらついただけだよ。
He needs to go back to the doctor. Oh no, Keith, your face is very pale.
顔色が悪いな。おい、お前ら、こいつを医務室に連れて行け。
There you go.
いや大丈夫。この程度大したことないから。
How do you know? You're the one being sick.
いやいや、そんなこと言ってる場合じゃないわよ。お医者さんに見てもらわないと。
多少無理したって死ぬわけじゃないし、これくらい平気だよ。それにこんな時に姉さんと離れるわけにはいかないから。
Keith gives me a reassuring smile, but I can see right through him. His face is struggling, and I can tell he's overexerting himself. And I can't believe he doesn't want to go to the infirmary for that reason.
もしかしてこの部屋に戻ってくる時に具合が良くなったって言ってたのも嘘だったの？本当は無理していたの？
いや、あの時は無理をしていたわけじゃない。本当に気分は良くなっていたんだよ。でもなんだろう、少し前からまたなんだかめまいがして。でも大丈夫だよ。きちんと処方された酔い止めの薬だって飲んでるんだし。
お前もか。
なんて言ったの？
Does the pirate captain get motion sickness too? I couldn't hear what he just said, but Silva just shakes his head.
いや、なんでもねえよ。それより許可を出してやるから、しのごの言わずおとなしく医務室へ行け。
でも僕は。
ダメよキース。私も付き添うから医務室に行きましょう。
You think he'll allow that?
いや、カタリナ、お前はダメだ。お前が行くと大所帯になるだ。
Yeah, I didn't think so. Ah, what crowd. I'm puzzled, but then I realize Mary and Sophia are clinging to my arms from both sides.
あら、私たちのような非力な女性だけでしたら、あなた方が懸念されるような危険もないはずですし、キース様の付き添いくらい問題ないと思いますけれど。
私もご一緒しますわ。
いや、どう見ても危なそうじゃねえか。ソルシエの貴族は魔法を使うんだろ。医務室に行く許可をやるのは キース一人だ。
At least he's not dumb.
いや、医務室に行くとは僕言っていないんだけど、少し休息を取れば治るよ。
それはダメよキース。顔色悪いもの、誠意のおじさんに見てもらって。
ええ、カタリナのことが気がかりだというのなら、彼女のことは必ず守りますから、安心してください。
俺も見張っといてやるから、キースはゆっくり休んでこい。
ああ、心配しなくていい。
任せてください。
カタリナ様のことは私たちでお守りいたします。
I bet Silva's like, you guys are so dramatic.
そういうことです。彼女のことは僕たちが見ていますから、安心して預けていってください。
いや、なんていうか、それが一番不安なんですけど。
But why though? It's all of them. It's not just your.
僕はとにかく平気です。隣の部屋で少しだけ寝てきますから。
Keith weakly walked to the room next door. Is he really okay? I hope it's just seasickness, but he did say he's taking his medicine regularly.
キース様、大丈夫でしょうか。
2日目のパーティー前から体調は崩していたからな。
The room becomes tense as everyone grows silent. Then Silva winces again.
どうしたの？
いや、なんでもねえよ。
I need to know. But doesn't Silva look pale too? I wonder. There's something going on.
先ほどは寝不足だと言っていましたが、もしやあなたも船酔いなのでは？
海賊がか？なわけねえだろ。
それにしては顔色が悪いですが、いい機会ですし、ケースを連れて一緒に医務室へ行ってはどうでしょ
う。俺を追い出そうったって無駄だ。諦めな。ただ、なんか妙な感じがすんだよな。たく、変な船だぜ。
そう思うのなら、潔く諦めて、あなたたちは自分たちの船へ引き上げては？どうせビンクルム号と並走させているか、横付けしているかしているのでしょ？
こんな面倒で手の焼ける奴らばっかだってのに、目を離しておけるかよ。
Geordo's eyes looks green in this one. I thought they were blue.
並走させていることは否定しないんですか？では、あなた方が乗ってきた船へ僕たちを連れて行けばいいじゃないですか。
んなでけえ船じゃねえからな。それに、せっかくの豪華客船だ。こいつも手に入れたいと思うに決まってるだろう。
金目当てということですか？
なんだ？俺の魂胆を探ろうってか？その手には乗らねえな。残念だが、さっき言った通り、俺らの船が並走してるんだ。砲台だって乗ってる。賢い王子様は意味がわかるだろ？いいからお前らはおとなしくここでじっとしてな。
Oh no, it's getting tense again. I guess you could say they're like cats and dogs. They will always be like this when they see each other's faces. Maybe it's because Silva has been keeping an eye on us, but Geordo is particularly tense around him. Yeah, because he's remembering that book where his fiancée was stolen away by pirates. Oh, wait. Didn't someone say that many people became ill after the pirate attack because they were too stressed? Perhaps Geordo is under too much stress like the others. Well, we'll get all stiff if we stay in our rooms all day like this, If only we could do something else, it would be a nice change of pace. Just as I look around for something to do, Maria, who's standing by the window, gasps. See, there is a window. I go to the window to see what happened. There was something very vague in the fog. That black thing is probably...
Shima?
Is that an island? Hey. I told you guys should go out, look out the window. I run to the window to find that Maria is staring in the direction of what looks to be a silhouette of an island. As we approach the island, it seems smaller than I initially expected.
おう、ようやく到着したか。
じゃあ、あの島が目的地ってこと？
そうだ。ようこそ俺たちの拠点へ。歓迎するぜ。
Oh, is that the whole chapter? I got a whole chapter into one episode. Nice. All right. Well, we are definitely going to stop the episode here. It's about the time I was going to stop anyway, because it's been an hour and a half since I've been recording, and I want to cut it down. It'll probably be about an hour 20 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited. We're finally off the boat. So hopefully, the story will start picking up a little bit here. Because I think that whole chapter we spent inside the cabin, which is a little bit boring, but it's fine. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and or subscribe down below for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.